And so I've got a lot of requests for how to set up a GameCube 2 players. I'll show you how I get it to work. I've not got it to work with Steam, unfortunately, but I've got it to work from the emulator itself on the desktop. So let me show you. First thing I do is I turn on my Player 1 and Player 2 controllers. I am using a PlayStation 4 controller for Player 1 and a official PlayStation 3 controller for Player 2. And then you switch to desktop. And what we're going to do, you could use Xbox controller or the 8-bit do. I'm going to show you where to go for this. So first thing you want to do is, of course, open up your folders. You're going to go to Home, and then Emulation, and then Tools, and then Launchers, and you're going to go over to the Dolphin emulator.sh. Double click that, and up at the top here you're going to go to Controllers, and at the top here the ports are, of course, this is going to be Player 1 and Player 2. So always have the standard controller. This is unless you want to get funky and start using some of this stuff, which again, I don't know how to use that. I'm only showing you how to use the standard controller for 2 players. So go to Configure, and here's where the magic is done. In the drop down over here, you're going to pick the type of controller you want Player 1 to be. So if you look here, this wireless controller generic thing here, this will be like your 8-bit do. If you do have an Xbox 360 or PS3 or any of these type here, choose the one that's SDL. So for me, I have the PlayStation 4 controller for this one because this is the first controller I chose. After that, if you'll notice here, I manually click these. So you click on up and then you click up, you know, just like other emulators. You just do the normal stuff there, put your pads in there and choose what button you want, which GameCube button you want to be that button. This is Dolphin, so it'll also work for the button presses will also be for the Wii. And also notice, don't forget the buttons here on the right, L and R. And if you'll just move around your stick, you'll see here that it's working. When you're done, hit save in the top right and close. And for the second one, you do the same thing. For me, I'm using PlayStation 3 controller, the SDL one, right? And I did the same thing, entered in the buttons here. What you do is you just click on it and then press the button that you actually want it to be assigned to. I wouldn't touch the sticks here, but also keep them on the L and R buttons here. Hit save and close. Now scroll down here, hit close, and now this is the only place where I've got it to work from within here. So let's double click on the game, and Soul Calibur will start up here. Good game to choose because we all know it's a 2-player fighting game. As soon as you get past all these, there we go. Start. And let's do a versus battle. And see, even my second player is going here. And there we go. That's how you get your GameCube. Now, unfortunately, when it's in here, you can do shortcuts. I haven't put in shortcuts on the Steamdeck for it, but there's no way to really get out of the game other than power it out. And again, I haven't figured out how to put in Steam there. For any other questions or whatever, if you got any other comments, you know how to do this, let me know. in Steam. Otherwise, this is how I got to use 2 players Again, not exactly the best way, but it is a temporary band-aid until I can find out how it works otherwise.